Hey everyone, Matthew here, back at it again. Sorry, it's been so long since I posted a video. I was down in Miami. Article. According to the New York Post, AOC wants state and federal rent cancellations amid coronavirus pandemic. According to the article, she and Omar just proposed a bill that would prohibit the collection of rents nationwide during the coronavirus pandemic. Okay, let's think here. Essentially, what these two are proposing is to take an entire industry, tell the major providers of a service, namely landlords. They're basically telling landlords, hey guys, now we've gotten some complaints from people. They don't like your rents. They feel that it's unjust, that they should be paying you for a service that you're providing them because they can't afford it. They're whining to us. Oh, we shouldn't have to do this. We shouldn't have to do this. It's not right. So we heard their complaints, and now arbitrarily we're telling them you don't have to pay rent anymore. Sorry, landlords. I mean, it's the little people we have to look out for. You fat cats, you're set for life. You don't need to worry. It's the poor that need to worry. So we're just going to take all your profits from you. Okay, before getting into the reasons why this is beyond insanity, I just have to say, claiming that AOC is not playing with a full deck is a compliment. She's got the two jokers and maybe the three of clubs. That's it. This brat, who supposedly has a degree in economics, belongs in an insane asylum. Either that or a socialist country. That's what she's pushing for. Socialism, pure and simple. Okay, what she's doing is taking an entire industry, the rental industry, and not just in New York, where supposedly the coronavirus is worse. She's proposing a bill that would make it illegal for landlords to collect rent from their tenants, the tenants whom they are providing a service to, a house, a roof over their heads, and telling them they cannot collect revenues on that. What she's telling these landlords is that they have to fulfill their end of the bargain, namely by providing their tenants with a place to live, but the tenants do not have to fulfill theirs. So basically, renters are getting a free lunch at the expense of the landlords. Alexandria, that is not how capitalism works. Capitalism works because someone provides a service, people pay them for that service at a price determined by the market. In every single detail of this proposal, she is advocating for a socialized national rental system. The government is determining how much, and in this case, how little, landlords can collect from their tenants. This is in complete violation of the contracts that both parties signed. Unquestionably, it's depriving the landlords of their property without due process. If this bill passes, which it is unconstitutional, the government snaps its fingers and says essentially, you cannot charge for your services, but you still have to provide them. Because we said so. First of all, what's this going to do to the rental system? Landlords. If it becomes known to them that, if passed, this thing would set the precedent of allowing the government to arbitrarily deprive landlords of their entire income for a certain period of time. For instance, if this virus starts up again later in the year, which it might, like the flu, the added risk, and that is an incredible risk, will drive a large number of property owners out of the market. They can't take the chance that all of their hard work and investment could go down the drain for no reason. At any point in time, with a snap of a finger, could be gone. Okay, supply dries up. What happens then? Prices go up even more. There's less of a scarce resource, and people bid the price up. That's how economics work. Basic supply and demand. In '08, when the housing market collapsed, they didn't do this. Everybody was out of work. It was the worst thing since the Depression. With no major government bailouts of the rental industry, it rebounded after a few years. Capitalism has ups and downs. It doesn't guarantee you a smooth pattern all the way up. But this time around, things are different. Congress has passed this multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package. They assume that people are going to take the money, invest it, and stimulate the economy. Now, some people, like myself, would do that. However, because of a loophole, I'm not getting it. Yeah, go figure. I'm the one person who is ideologically opposed to it, but if they're going to give me free money, I'm going to take it and say thanks. But I don't get it. I am one of the very few that are not covered by this. I'm not getting a penny. That's another thing. Wasn't this what the stimulus was supposed to achieve? Give people living money, which in itself is a bad idea. People in this country are not starving. You should go to India, see how they live. They don't complain. So not only are we giving these people free money from the government, which isn't free, it's being paid by taxpayers like you and me. The majority of U.S. taxpayers don't pay any federal income tax, so it's on our shoulders, and they still can't meet their rents. First off, I'd say that if you're living in an apartment in New York, which obviously the rents there are high because that's just supply and demand, you shouldn't be living there. If you lose your job and 2 months later you're destitute, That's not my fault. Don't expect me to pay for it. And then don't expect the landlord to eat it. I myself am thinking about buying a rental property. I know I'm a young guy, but I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I plan on getting a few rental properties. In a few years, just sit back and relax. That's how entrepreneurship works. You take the risks and then you get paid off with a reward in a few years or 20 years, however long. The more industrious you are, the more money you make. Because her professors at Boston University or wherever she went filled her head with a lot of liberal nonsense. Instead of teaching her real economics, supply, demand, they taught her socialism because it's Boston. And the people of New York actually voted her in. I mean, if she was just proposing this for her own district or for New York City proper, I don't care. I have no pity on these people. They put her into office. Why is the conservative media not ripping her to shreds, literally send her home crying, and then make fun of her for crying? She is a spoiled brat who knows nothing about policy or economics or anything else that matters. Additionally, from now on, I'm not going to be using the term lockdown anymore. I was watching this great video by the Media Research Center, and they were discussing how every way you think about this is house arrest for everyone affected. I'll probably be covering this in my next video, hopefully to come out tomorrow, maybe the next day. The video was well done. I highly recommend it. I'll put the link down in the description. That's it for today. I know it's been relatively sporadic up until now. However, while I was in Miami, I was wondering whether or not this video channel is actually worth it. I mean, I put a lot of effort in, and I think people like what I'm doing, but I wasn't getting much feedback. But one person, while I was out there, person subscribed. I got my 3rd subscriber. The fact that I increased my subscriber base by 50% without even putting out a new video, that encourages me. Thank you. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to stick with it. Hopefully I can get a video out every 2 days, if not more often. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't have to. No, my shirt is not inside out. This is actually how it's supposed to go. That would be pretty embarrassing. Okay, that's it for tonight. Good night and God bless.